is Iloilo. The province has declared another state of calamity due to the dengue outbreak. Based on their latest data, over 5,000 dengue cases were recorded in the province since January. This is extremely higher from last year's 1,100 cases. The Iloilo LGU will allocate 13 million pesos for their quick response fund against dengue. The province is also under a state of calamity due to the impact of El Nino. To talk more about this, we have Dr. Rodney Labis on the line. He is Iloilo's Provincial Health Office's Chief of Health Service Delivery Division.
Good morning, Doc Rodney. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning po, Ma'am Angela and Sir Angelo.
Opo. Sige po, tanungin lang po namin kayo nitong update on the number of dengue patients in Iloilo and have we recorded any fatalities yet so far?
So as of our August 17 report ng aming Provincial Epidemiology and Surveillance Unit, ang province of Iloilo ay meron ng 5,836 dengue cases and 10 na dito ang na-report na namatay. So matatanda na base sa aming epidemiological data, nag-declare na rin si Dr. Quinyon, ang head ng aming office, ng dengue outbreak noong August 9 and noong August 20 ay official ng dineclare ng province ang state of calamity due to dengue outbreak through a resolution issued by our Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
And we've seen na yung kumbaga mataas po yung pagtala ng mga dengue cases diyan. In 1 week nakapagtala po kayo ng 1,263 new dengue cases in just 1 week. What do you think happened there po?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, yung 1,263 namin, some were reported late na. So, yung iba nag-onset na from, yung onset ng dengue nila are from the past 2 to 3 weeks pa. So, yes. Pero however, despite of this late reporting, nakikita talaga namin na malaki talaga yung pagtaas ng cases namin dito sa province. So, we attribute this first sa seasonal na pattern ng dengue cases natin na every 3 to 5 years tumataas talaga. Second is of course due to climate change na din siguro kasi with the long periods of El Nino dito sa amin, yung households namin would tend to store water due to low water supply. So nag-promote na din ng breeding places for dengue and then sumunod na yung tag-ulan nung June. So starting June, tumaas na talaga yung dengue cases namin.
Yes, sir. Gusto ko lang matanong na ngayon na state of calamity po ang iyong probinsya. Paano nyo po, how do you intend to spend yung budget o yung 13 million na i-allocate dyan? Ano po mga programa na panggagamitin nyo nito?
So, kasunod ng declaration namin ng State of Calamity is ma-access na namin yung Quick Response Fund wherein 13.6 million ang inilaan ng provincial government para sa procurement ng additional sprayers and insecticides para i-augment sa supply ng aming 43 local government units para sa kanilang mosquito control activities. So, kasama din sa pundo ang pagbili ng dengue test kits and hydration fluids para sa aming mga hospital and health centers. And also, aside sa Quick Response Fund namin na gagamitin for procurements is si Governor Arthur Defensor Jr. ay magbibigay din ng additional financial assistance para sa mga LGUs natin para gamitin nilang idagdag sa kanilang mga pondo para sa dengue outbreak response activities nila.
Pero currently, sir, meron yung provincial government nyo ng mga pang-fog po or pang-spray ng mga household or mga areas nyo, given na kasi every year naman may dengue. Okay, sige.
Doc, tanungin ko lang din po nung situation natin sa mga hospitals dyan sa Iloilo, yung mga nakikater po ng mga dengue patients. Any update on that po? Kamusta naman po yung response nila regarding dengue patients?
So, based sa report ng Hospital Management Office namin, tumaas talaga yung admission nila due to dengue. However, with their strategies na your preparedness measures nila na in place naman. So currently they are keeping up with the increased dengue admissions nila and also as to the resources, they have mechanisms also na may mechanisms sila to share the resources between the 13 hospitals in the province na minomonitor nila regularly para prevent yung stock out sa ibang hospital. So currently manageable on their level, and also based sa latest report nila is nakikita namin na somehow bumababa na rin yung admissions nila due to dengue. However, although bumababa, pero generally mataas pa rin siya compared sa previous months natin.
Doc, yung mga dengue patients po natin, do you have data po kung ilang mga taon po yung mga tinamaan po ng dengue?
So, common dito sa aming province, ang yung most affected na age group is ang 1 to 10 years old, followed by 11 to 20 years old. Although based sa record naman namin sa deaths namin, ang 10 deaths namin are most commonly below 20 years old yung deaths namin.
And of course, Doc, prior to this outbreak po, what were the programs po na ginawa po ng Iloilo government to combat dengue, dahil nga po, according na rin po sa inyo, sabi nyo, this is a pattern already that every 3 to 5 years, talagang tumataas yung kaso ng dengue po sa inyong lugar.
So, since we are already anticipating the increase in dengue cases this 2024, as early as 2023, nag-start na tayo prepare for with our rural health units and hospitals for the dengue outbreak. So, as early as 2023, ni-review na natin yung mga physicians natin sa dengue clinical case management, and also we have provided them the checklist kung anong dapat in place sa kanilang facilities para preparahan yung pagtaas ng dengue cases. Of course, no, yung LGUs natin nag-start na din ng procurement nila for the test kits and all the medicines and supplies na kailangan for the management of dengue cases. Also, they have also established na din mga hydration units sa kanilang rural health units, and even dengue fast lane para mas ma-facilitate yung faster na accommodation ng patients exhibiting dengue symptoms sa kanilang RHU. So, the same din with our hospitals.
Doc, taking this opportunity na rin po, tanungin po kayo regarding MPOX, dyan po sa inyong province, ano po yung mga guidelines para po dito po sa inyong response sa MPOX?
So, I think last case namin sa MPOX is 2022, may isa kaming case. Pero 2023 and 2024, wala kaming case. Although active yung surveillance natin for MPOX, this 2024, meron kaming submit na specimen na considered as suspect monkeypox. However, yung confirmatory testing niya is negative na din. So, in preparation for MPOX, andyan yung surveillance system natin para if may ma-detect na case, as early as possible, na-implement natin yung prevention and control strategies natin para ma-prevent ang further transmission sa ating community.
Alright, on that note, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. That was Dr. Rodney Labis sa Provincial Health Office ng Iloilo. Maraming salamat po.